Hey guys, Average Scarecrow here with a Raid Shadow Legends video. Thank you so much for dropping by the channel. So I've thought about it. I've been thinking about it since yesterday. I've decided to go for the Cheshire Cat. Before I get started on the pools, let me know whether or not you've decided to spend for this event like I have. And if you did you get anything good out of it? I talked a little bit the other day about how I do like the Prism shards. They are a little bit pricey at $10 a pool, but having this hyper focused selection of champions that you can go for is something I'm a really big fan of, and the rates are obviously better than what you're going to be getting in like a Sacred Shard, a Void Shard, or an Ancient Shard, with more certainty and of the types of champions that you're going to be getting, right? So another thing I just wanted to talk about is I've talked a little bit more before about how I approach spending inside of the game. I typically have a list of necessities where my money gets allocated to before I even consider doing large purchases inside of the game. So, you know, I'm not going to go into like a lot of detail about like all the different kinds of money and stuff like that. But, you're talking about like rent, gas money, food, health insurance, 401k, all that kind of stuff gets taken care of. Rent, right? All that stuff kind of gets taken care of first. And then I set aside a little bit of money each paycheck, whatever's left over, for different kinds of things. And gaming is one of those. I really like this game. I have really enjoyed making content these past couple of weeks. It's been a lot of fun. And so I wanted to kind of, I guess, treat myself a little bit and have a little bit of fun doing some Prism shards. Now, you guys are obviously good at math, right? So you're going to be able to tell how much money I've spent on these Prism shards. You can see here I've got 410. That is roughly $100. So we've got enough for 10 pools. $10 per pool. That is $100, and I'll be honest, I could do a couple more with the money that I've saved. So we're going to do this 10 pools at a time. I'm a little bit nervous because this is the first time that I've really spent to make a video, so I'm a little anxious. I want it to be good, but it's raid. You know, you're pulling shards and you just don't know what you're going to get. But I'm here. I'm hoping to have a little fun. As far as other champions goes, obviously we want the Cheshire Cat, right? Cool champion whose attack is damage is based on attack and speed, which is kind of cool. There's only one other champion in the game, I think, Rowan, who has that. Rowan does not do a lot of damage, but from what I'm seeing about the Cheshire Cat, she can do a lot of damage. So I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get her. Aside from the Cheshire Cat, I still don't have a Duchess on my account. I still don't have a Feral. I still don't have a Necmo. Snick Track's another interesting one where he's got decreased speed and this big old shield, ally protect, reflect damage. Funny story, not funny, it's actually a heartbreaking story about Grando Padraig. During one of the fusions, I forget which one, there was a progressive chance to get Grand Oak, and I went for it. I had saved for probably and not used any sacred shards except for just enough to get done with the fusions. I had saved up about 30 sacred shards, totally free to play, hadn't spent any money, just collected them from Doom Tower, Clan Boss, all that kind of stuff. I used every single shard going for Grand Oak. I pulled 4 legendaries. Out of the 4 legendaries I pulled, not a single one of them was Grand Oak. I got all the way up to a 25x chance, pulled another legendary after the 25x chance, and it was not Grand Oak Padraig. I think it was like a dupe. It was like a dupe Vizier. It was like a great Vizier. So that was a heartbreaking story revolving Grand Oak Padraig, and he still evades me. As far as Epic goes, I've got a +4 Fenax, so I'm not really looking for any more Fenaxes. But a +4 Ruella would be really nice. I've got a 5-star Awakened Ruella, and getting her up to +4 would be really, really good for my account. Same with Vogoth, Morag, Melga would be another good one, Magnar. So even if we don't get a legendary, hopefully being able to +4 some epics would be in and of itself a lot of value. So I've been wasting time because I'm nervous, just chatting. I think I'm going to do all 10 at once. And then depending on what we get, we'll see about refilling once or twice, right? All right, so moment of truth. Here we go. Our 10 pool is on the way. Let's see what we get. Okay, epic, a Kitus, a Fodbar, a Magnar. We get a Annex. Okay, let's go. Let's go on the first 10 pull. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Oh, let's go. Oh, the Cheshire Cat is ours. Yes. God, I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked. Let's go. Okay, what is the Cheshire Cat doing? We've got an attacks one enemy on the A1. If they're under Veil or Perfect Veil, it's an AoE instead. Places Perfect Veil on this champion for 1 turn, so you're constantly getting the Perfect Veil that you need to turn this into an AoE with damage mitigation as well built into the Perfect Veil. 25% damage mitigation on AoE attacks. On the A2, on a 3-turn cooldown when booked, you've got a single target attack, attacks the enemy 3 times. Each hit will decrease the enemy's speed by 1%, stacks up to 10%. This effect does not work against bosses, but it also increases this champion's speed by 1%, stacks up to 10%. So on the 4th hit, the 4th time you use this ability, you are getting the full damage buff, right? If the skill kills an enemy, places Perfect Veil on this champion and the ally with the lowest turn meter for 2 turns. On the A3, on a 4-turn cooldown when booked, attacks all enemies before attacking. Perfect Veil in increased attack on this champion for 2 turns. Gets an extra turn if this attack kills an enemy. And on the passive, we've got a passive and an active effect. If this champion is under a Veil or Perfect Veil buff, turn meter fill effects are 30% more effective. If this champion is under Veil or Perfect Veil, this champion's attacks will ignore 15% of the target's defense and inflict 15% more damage. And on the active effect, which is on a 3-turn cooldown, you've got whenever this champion is about to receive a hit that would drop their HP below 20%, blocks the incoming damage, places a block damage and a Perfect Veil on this champion for 1 turn. And then to top it all off, we've got speed in all battles by 19%. Let's go, man. Let's go. Wow. I can't believe it. We got 2 Ruellas, so we're going to be able to +2 our Ruella. We're going to be able to +2 our Morag, empower our Magnar and Anax as well. Oh my gosh, I am stoked, man. That is so awesome. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, boy. Okay, the adrenaline's pumping off a little bit, that dopamine rush. Man, that felt good. That felt real good. That felt real good, everybody. So, obviously, I'm super stoked, guys. That is huge for me. We got it on the first 10 pool, so I still have a little bit of, gaming funds to play around with, not just for Raid, but for, when I game with my friends. We love trying out new games, so I can put a little money towards that stuff as well. Oh, man. I'm stoked. I'm just so excited. I don't know what to say. I feel extremely blessed right now. Super blessed. I've been very fortunate on this account in this game. So expect a guide coming soon for the Cheshire Cat, maybe even in the next couple of days. I might not be able to wait. I might just have to fully build this guy out immediately so I can try him out. I want to reel it in a little bit here, and I want to talk about I want to end on a more serious note, and I want to say spending inside of this game and spending inside of any gacha game can be dangerous, right? I think everyone knows that. It can be dangerous. It can be, similar to gambling in some ways, and I just want everyone to be aware of that. Don't, really consider whether or not you're making the right financial decision for you. I don't want to tell people how to spend their money. I don't. But I do want people to be safe, right? I want people to be responsible. And I want people to obviously enjoy themselves, but I want people to be responsible as well. And I hope that you all will be. I certainly don't want to tell you, don't spend money, because it's your money. It's your choice what to do with it. But I've seen a lot of instances of people who were just careless with their spending, and it hurt them in the long run. I don't want to see that happen to a lot of people, and I certainly don't want to make a video that encourages people to spend recklessly. So I'm asking you, please consider what you are able to spend inside of this game, because it's very important. And one thing I should have talked about beforehand was the rates, right? A 6% chance at a legendary is good, but it's not that high. And a 2% chance at the headline champion, I was very, very fortunate, guys. I was very, very fortunate. So keep that in mind if you are going to pool. I am going to end it there. I'm not going to pool anymore. I got what I wanted, and I have, like I said, I have a little bit of funds left over that I can use in the future now. So yeah, not to like ruin the fun talking about like money and all finances and all that kind of stuff, and I hope I didn't like step on anybody's toes. That wasn't my intention. I just want, I care about other people. I want other people to be happy, and I want them to be financially successful as well. And with gacha games, you have to be very careful about crossing a line of overspending inside of the game. So rant over. I apologize. Thank you so much for dropping by the video, guys. I'm super stoked. If you are pulling, whether it's with a free one that you're getting from Sand Devil, or if you are spending for a few shards as well, I truly hope you get what you're looking for. I hope that you guys are having a blessed day, a fantastic day. Thank you for dropping by the video. Be looking out for the Cheshire Cat showcase coming soon, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.